Alright, so I'm sat here with Maylene Son's Disaster, and we have
Chad
and
Matt.
Alright guys, now how does it feel to be in the UK again?
Feels great. We love it here.
Yeah, it's awesome. Anytime we get a chance, I wish we could come here a little more. I think January will be 2 years since the last time we were here, so I wish we could make it a little more frequent. But
that's life, I guess, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the last date of the UK Taste of Chaos tour, and how's it been going so far?
It's been awesome. We had a really good showing last night, and we've been having really good fun. These guys that we're touring with, Kill Switch and In Flames, Every Time I Die, great bunch of guys, great crew. We've all been getting along really good. So
yeah, and the crowd's been good. It's been good reaction to you.
Yeah, the crowd's been a really good reaction, and at least, you know, I mean, there's been a couple of shows where it's been a little bit iffy, but you know, for the most part, we're not getting booed off stage. So that's always a good sign.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, obviously Hammersmith is a legendary venue. There's so many bands have played here. Are you excited to get on Hammersmith stage?
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty excited. This is a really cool venue. So got a really great vibe. Feels like a lot of history has been through here. So anytime you get that kind of, I mean, it's always a good starting point, you know, when you get ready to play a show and you kind of feed off those different vibes. So
awesome. Right, so I mean, you had the third album out, was it early this year? Yep, cool. How's that been doing well?
Yeah, it's been doing great actually. We're really happy with the crowd response to the new songs, and you know, it's doing some different tours than we're normally used to, and it's been real good.
We just wanted to have an opportunity to, you know, I don't know, kind of progress. Every record's been progressively a little bit different, and you know, there's a little bit more rock added. You know, kind of wanted to have that ideal. And I don't know if you'll necessarily get this, but like we thought of like sitting on the back porch, you know, kind of, you know, with, you know, moonshine jugs and, you know, like banjos and whatnot, and just kind of tapping your feet to the beat, and, you know, kind of having some good old hoedowns, you know.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where the record kind of got started from, and just kind of went from there.
Is it a fairly natural writing process then that you have? Do you just sit down and play?
Yeah, we kind of just get in a room, and one guy will have an idea, start playing that riff, jamming on it, figuring out where we want to put that in the song, and then we'll kind of, one guy will be like, well, I got this idea, and kind of mesh all those ideas together, and then, you know, smooth it over a couple times. But yeah, everyone in the band pretty much writes, so it's pretty easy. So
I mean, you've got quite a unique sound actually for a band that are bigged up in the metal scene. You wouldn't necessarily be put alongside a band so like Kill Switch and Gage.
Right, and I think the first record was, like I said, when I was talking about our natural progression, our first record where you could kind of pin it as a little bit more metal. And then the second record got, you know, a few more melodies thrown in the choruses. You know, we had a few more rock type tunes. And then this third record, I would say if people are just catching on now and just finding us on the third record, they're gonna go, why are they on tour with Kill Switch or In Flames? Like I would be confused as well. But you know, there's been a progression. We've toured with bands like this, and we find ourselves touring with bands like this. And like Chad just said, you know, we're starting to get a few more different tour opportunities from, you know, our progressions, and, you know, with the third record, what we've done with it. We try when we go in the studio. We don't want to lose our edge. We went to the same producer and the guy that recorded us, Jason Elgin. We've gone to him for all the records, so he made sure we didn't get too far off the beaten path.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's been sweet, sort of just 2.5 years since you signed to Ferret Records. Has that kind of made a big impact on you as a band and as your progression?
Well, they're kind of charting, you know, uncharted territories right now as well. You know, they've got a band that isn't quite metal; they're more of a metal label, and so they're kind of, you know, looking at us like, okay, what, you know, well, they really helped us on this record cycle to push us to radio. In the States, we have Step Up is the single. It's been pushed to a lot of the different markets and active rock radio in the States, and you know, that was kind of new for them. That was the first band that they've been able to actually push and radio accept as a single. So But they've been really supportive. But like I said, it's sort of new for them all around.
Now, have you still got Skylar singing for you tonight?
Yes.
From his session. What is that something that's going to be kind of going on to the foreseeable future, or?
No, this is the last tour. He jumped on with us. The last tour we did almost 2 months in the States, and we needed him for that. And we were going to have less than a week home between this tour, so we were just steamrolling with the crew that we had. We came over here, and this will be the last bit. Dallas will be back with us starting the new year. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, announced tomorrow, you've got the one UK headline show that's coming up in December. You feeling ready for that? Looking forward to it?
Every time I die, I think we'll be headlining that. But we'll be supporting them. And yeah, I'm looking forward to all the rest of the shows we have going through Europe, and then coming back around. We'll be hitting up the few dates with them as well. So,
any chance of a UK headline tour at some point next year?
I mean, I don't. We would love to do it, obviously, if it's.
Yeah, the last time we came through was, like I said, January will be 2 years. We came with A Day to Remember, and that was a headline, and they were really starting to blow up at that point. And that was fun for us. Played a lot of the Barflies in the UK, and and so I mean, it's possibly there. I mean, we'll just keep doing tours like this with bands like these, and hopefully grab more listeners, more ears, and that'll hopefully prove into more attendance and more frequency, in us being over here.
And the UK is it's known by a lot of bands to be quite a hard place to break, and you can come over and you can play tour after tour after tour, and nowhere seems to go. Do you think that playing on tours like the Taste of Chaos, which is now its 5th year, and it's been kind of put across the internet as being the biggest one? It's got Killswitch back, they're headlining. You've also then got In Flames. It's the heaviest Taste of Chaos tour so far. Are you kind of hoping that this is going to be a nice opportunity to maybe step up in the UK get a bit more awareness?
I hope so. I would like to believe that we have enough in our music to attract a large audience. And we've gotten this back in the States, where the parents will bring their kids, their teenagers, to come see the show, and the parents enjoy us as much as the kids do. So we want to provide enough elements and have enough for everybody to enjoy. Of course, a crowd like this, where the majority of them are really coming to see Killswitch and In Flames, I'd like to, we'd love to win over a large majority of them, and that just takes time, So I would like to think that we provide enough elements to, because In Flames, I mean, they were heavy, but they've also got a lot of groovier rock tunes and stuff too. So so it's not that. I mean, we're not that far off the bill. We're different on the bill, but we're not that far off. So hopefully we'll grab a few years.
But I guess that's kind of the advantage. When I was the first Taste of Chaos tour, which was and it's kind of stayed quite varied throughout the years it's been running. And I guess that's quite nice opportunities to kind of come to mix up the bands, mix up the fans, and really just kind of show some new styles. Now, obviously your heritage and Southern rock is very important to you. Do you find that that's kind of where your fan base is more southern parts of the States, or?
Yeah, back in the States we do really well in the Southeast, all along the South into Texas, and then over in California, up in the Northwest as well. Really, we do well everywhere. We tend to struggle a little bit in the Northeast, where a lot more like hardcore bands or just strictly rock bands come from. But other than that, I mean, we have fans pretty much everywhere. But once we get into the South, it's you definitely feel right at home when we